How's it going, everyone? Data here, and welcome back to episode number 4 of our FIFA 22 Career Mode series with Arsenal FC. In the last one, we kicked off the 2021-22 Premier League season with a bang, starting it off with a 5-1 victory over Brentford, but it's definitely going to get a lot more difficult moving forward, as today we'll be finishing off the summer transfer window, and that includes games against Chelsea and the reigning champions Manchester City. After that, we'll be able to move into the Premier League season, September, October, November, and so forth. The style that I'm thinking about is maybe play 1, sim 3, something like that. Play the big ones for sure. Play any team within the top 5, top 6. We'll figure out a good system moving forward, but we definitely want to play both these games today, as they're both huge matchups with big implications down the road. In this one, we're going to be finishing up the summer transfer window, but really focusing on the Premier League season. So to just finish off the last week of August, we're thinking about definitely wanting to sell Lacazette, maybe getting a center defensive mid upgrade for the substitutes over Xhaka, maybe hopefully getting a lot of these players out on loan who are not going to be using much in the regular season, and also listening to some of the great comments that came in the last one. So without further ado, let's hop into them. After a great start to the season, Vinny says we should probably keep everything as is for now. You don't want to make too many changes going into the start of the first season, unless a deal with Jonathan David goes through. Great video, Data. Let's go Arsenal. Thanks a lot, Vinny. Tic Tac says Jude Bellingham is an awesome player, going to be one of the real stars of the world game in a few years. Great signing. Thanks a lot, buddy. Glad to have one of the sage minds of the game on our side. Edix23 says go for a young center defensive mid and include Xhaka in the deal. So, you know, if we don't have enough money to get one straight up, maybe we use some leverage here in a player swap plus a transfer fee on top of that. So that's not a bad idea when we take a look at center defensive mids in just a couple seconds. And Mayor with a great point here. If a team ever asks for a loan to buy, just delegate it to loan. If you go into the negotiation, they always want loan to buy. We don't want a loan to buy our players. We don't want to sell them. We want to just loan them out. So delegating will be the key there. So thank you, Mayor, for bringing that up. We'll definitely be using that moving forward. Over in the Discord server now, Zach leaves quite a story here for story time. You can take a moment to pause and read this. But basically saying that Arsenal was very close to signing Luis Suarez back in the day. They offered the transfer bid of 40 million and £1 extra being a little smug. The deal fell through. Suarez went to Barcelona the next summer, but Arsenal got Alexis Sanchez out of it. We know history went from there. But Suarez did want to sign the deal, and now 9 years later, when Atletico Madrid might make him pack his bags and send him to the MLS, he has just won them the league. How about we offer him a pre-contract and give him the move he wanted? He'll be a luxury player, but he has more winning experience than the rest of our squad combined. I would have also said sign a defensive mid if we sold Xhaka to Barcelona. Would have been hilarious. But we kept him, so I think squad depth-wise, we're fine. We should save the money for pre-contracts and January opportunities. Heck, we could also try Lorenzo Insigne too. TFC can't get him in this universe. So, quickly knocking out Insigne, unfortunately. He has been signed by Chelsea, who we're playing today for £56.5 million. Concerning Luis Suarez, I did go ahead and shortlist him, as we'll take note of him in January. We could try and get him right now since he's on an expiring deal. He would cost about 38 million, but that would be really, we'd have to sell one more player, and then it would cost our entire transfer budget for a player who's 34. So yeah, he's 88 overall. Yeah, he's great, but I think we're going to try and just get him on a free transfer in January rather than spend all that money right now, because if we wanted to spend a lot of money, I'd prefer to be on a guy like Jonathan David, who just scored a great goal for Canada against Honduras. If you know, you know. Also in Discord server, Big Doe says, here are some of my thoughts on the recent video. Mukiele, the right back, would probably not move since RB Leipzig sold several starting defenders in real life this window. Also, Tomiyasu, our current right back, is one for the future. I was mentioning how it's a bit of a scam that we try to change players' positions to get their attributes to grow, but he said, if the goal of training is to improve player stats, is it really scamming the system if we train them by position instead of style? That's a good point as well. In our youth squad, we can cut Vinsky since his highest potential is low 70s. Kamara would be a good signing from Olympique Marseille because they have some financial issues and need to sell some assets. Plus, his contract is up in 12 months anyways. We'll take a look at that in a moment. If we don't sell Lacazette now, he will most likely leave on a free transfer in January. In January, clubs will most likely sign him to join their club in June rather than pay a fee to join right at that moment. The fee would be like 10 million because, as opposed to the current 28 million that we're looking for, because he'd be free in 6 months. Also a straight red in the last game because of blah, blah, blah. We don't want to think about that. And the formation we could possibly try instead of the 4-3-3 attack would be the 4-3-3 hold, I believe, with Partey as a center defensive mid. It would provide better defensive cover for the center backs, like on the goal that we gave up. Also keeps Partey or Xhaka back, who are better defenders than Bellingham or Odegaard if played as a center mid. Fantastic points there, Big Doe. I appreciate you taking the time to write all of those out. Now, taking all of that into consideration, I'll knock out the quick things first, since I can forget about those, because if I don't do them now, I'll definitely have them slip my mind. 4-3-3 holding, I added that to our repertoire of formations here. That is one that we'll definitely go for. 4-3-3 attack versus 4-3-3 hold. Just changes Cam and 2 center mids to CDM, center defensive mid, and 2 center mids instead. In the youth academy here, Vinsky, gonna go ahead and cut him. Milenko Vinsky, only 71 as his highest potential, so not gonna ever really make the team. Go ahead and release him. All the best, Mr. Vinsky. And now what we can do is go back to the transfer hub. The thing is, I was just saying, if we don't sell Lacazette now, I'm not going to be forced into a transfer because we can always sell him in January. But I forgot that in January, teams are not going to be offering us much money, if any. They're just going to try to sign him for free. So what we can do now is maybe try and include him in a deal to Lille for Jonathan David, and maybe even include Xhaka in a deal to Olympique Marseille for, where is he, Kamara here, Boubacar Kamara, 21 years of age, currently has it would cost us 31 million basically, between 31 and 31. So Xhaka and whatever money, we could probably get him. Or do we send Lacazette and money for Jonathan David? That's probably the more pressing one, since Lacazette's the one that we want to move ASAP. So I'm going to see what Lille would say to this. Do we need to sell Lacazette and then offer money? Or can I offer you Lacazette with less money and get Jonathan David from you? So I'm going to offer the player swap with the strikers. Lacazette carries a value of 25.5 million, so I shouldn't have to offer you too much on top of that. I think they want like 35 or so. So let me just try like, let's start with like 8 million and just see what they say to that offer. They want 20, whoa, what? Lacazette and 25 million. So basically they want over 50 million for Jonathan David. That's crazy. I understand why they want so much. Would they be willing to do 17.5 with Lacazette? Because that's a lot of money. I wanted to have other things going. We need to save money as well. We need to have some money for January. 25.4 million. It would leave us with a transfer budget of, once we balance out the wages, it would probably be something like 10 million. No, I'm gonna keep that in mind, but I'm gonna end the negotiations for now. I don't know if he's only 79 overall, 21. You want over 50 million. Meanwhile, Kamara, who is also 21, but is 81 overall, they only want 31 million. Let's go to Olympique Marseille and see what they say here. Maybe they want Lacazette, but I'm going to offer them Xhaka, and we'll go from there. 31 million. So I'll offer you the player swap. We'll go to midfielders. He carries a value of 13.5 million. So let's say I just add in 15. Yeah, let's add, no, not even. I'm gonna add like, yeah, let's say like 13 million gets you to 26.5. What do they say about whoa, okay, I'm comfortable with this deal. Okay, so 13 million and Xhaka gets us the would get us the ability here to talk to Kamara and see what he wants to ask for. But a great young center defensive mid, definitely an upgrade on Xhaka, who higher overall and what, 7 years younger. Maybe we offered more than it even would have taken to get this done, since they have, they're having their financial troubles. But I get, we'll take it. He's currently making 28,000 a week. I'm gonna delegate it because if I go into the meeting, they're gonna want signing bonuses and performance bonuses. No, you're currently making 28,000 a week, so I'm gonna offer you 40,000 a week. We're a big club, we can pay. I'm gonna offer you 40,000 a week, starting offer, and feel free to go as high as you need to go. So 40,000 a week, we'll start there. Hopefully they're not disgusted with that offer. He's making 28. I'm offering him up to 40. Hold on, they thought the initial offer was too low. They're disgusted. So 45,000. There we go. We'll see what the assistant manager comes back with in a couple days. But okay, Not a bad way to start things off here. We'll be waiting for answers on that and any other information that might come in on Lacazette or anyone else who we have for transfer or for loan. But without further ado, I think we're ready to start this one off here against Chelsea. We're going to go with the 4-3-3 holding. Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, who had the hat-trick in the game against Brentford. He's up to an 89 overall with the +6 with his morale and his form. Saka, 81 +5 on the right wing. Bellingham, Odegaard, Partey in the middle. Tierney, Gabriel, White, Tomiyasu, and Leno there. Alexander Isak ready to come in if and when needed. Pepe on the wing. Ramsdale, our backup goalkeeper, and the rest there in the reserves. So without further ado here, let's attend this press conference here. Manager Data in front of the
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. Can we take your seats and we'll start
getting the questions. Take your seats. A fantastic performance and a resounding win in your previous match. Looking ahead to the game against your great rivals, Chelsea. Do you think your boys blah, blah, blah? Do you have Chelsea worried? We don't worry about the opposition. How about we just take that out of here? Come on. You've been pretty busy in the transfer market already with 4 new players coming in. Does this mean you'll be looking to move some players on before the end of the window? Could be. We want success here. That doesn't really answer any of the questions. And then last, the team's been absolutely flying lately. How confident are you that your players can continue turning in this level of performance? Oh, I think there's more to come. I'm happy with what we're seeing. Blah blah blah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, we are out of time, unfortunately, so we're going to wrap up. But thank you, everyone, for coming.
There's Aubameyang, the hat-trick hero from last time. He's going to try to keep the top scorers in the league right now. Currently second to Zaha there. So let's do it here. It's Arsenal versus Chelsea for the second match of this Premier League season.
2 London sides absolutely steeped in tradition. And when they meet, something significant tends to occur. Stay with us. Live coverage coming up of Arsenal
the
versus
London
Chelsea
rivalry.
from North London.
Fans have been looking forward to this one. Just the second game of the Premier League season has been circled on their calendars here at the Emirates Stadium.
It's North London against West London coming up. In other words, Arsenal against Chelsea here at the Emirates. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me today is Stuart Robson. Stuart, this is usually feisty.
It certainly is. It's another London derby which has become very
London derby. I believe Arsenal has the edge. There's Thierry Henry up there. Look at that. Players to watch: Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, hat-trick in his previous match. I'm loving the graphics here. If there's any game I'm going to watch the pre-game, any, I guess, EA game that I'll watch the intro of, is what I'm trying to say, it would be FIFA.
And this is the Arsenal starting.
Here we go, the starting 11. Bernd Leno, the 4-3-3, even tells you the formation and everything. Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tierney, Odegaard, Partey, and Bellingham in the middle. Saka, Aubameyang, and Smith Rowe up top. Then it gives you, look at this. This is such a great development over the last few years. Probably nothing new to a lot of you, but I really enjoy seeing this after, you know, after all the, I guess, the lack of development in NHL games. There's Chelsea. They're playing 5 in the back wing at 5-2-3. Thiago Silva in the middle. Those Kante, Kovacic, and of course Romelu Lukaku up top. He is an ox. So let's get this ready. Oh, I got a hold to skip. Let's get this game underway live from the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal and Chelsea. Great ball to Pulisic. Great, very well defended by Tomiyasu there. Fighting off Pulisic. Look at that. Yep.
Let's see about the delivery.
Whipped in. Lukaku. That's cleared off the line by White, I believe. Great pass in the middle. Oh, just a little tap in. Not much strength on that shot. Leno stretching out. Can't quite get to it. That puts us down 1-0. We got to generate more offense. Chelsea's been dominating possession, passes. We got to be a bit more smart in our runs. We got to get something going here. There you go. Nice ball through to Smith Rowe. Looking for someone in the middle. There he is. Nice header. Oh, big save. There's the first shot on target of the night. That didn't even go out, actually. I was expecting the corner. Oh, terrible tackle behind. Tackle him behind Odegaard. No card. Alright, that's great. I will admit, I'm not good at free kicks. I have not really figured out the new system yet. Odegaard seems to be the guy to take it, though. So, yeah, we'll go for Odegaard. I scored 1 with Miguel Veloso on Hellas Verona. spin to the right, and then hit it right there. Okay, actually not bad. Someone was taking like 4 or 5 free kicks and has 1 goal out of all of those. Not bad. Just a bit wide of that post. So through the first half, we're down 1-0 here in the London Derby. Haven't been generating enough offensively, been playing on our heels a little bit too much. Let's wake up a little bit. Let's not play so afraid. Let's push a little harder here in the second half. Bellingham, there he is. To Aubameyang, put that in, big boy. What?
Well, it's not a good finish, is it?
Boys, what? Aubameyang skies it out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Last game, clinical finishing. And this time, he just skies it. Hardy, Aubameyang, he's going to want to make up for that one. Nice, okay, okay, okay! Oh, great diving save there from Mendy. Oh my goodness. But Bellingham still has possession, okay. He's strong, he's working through. To Aubameyang! Oh, again, great reactionary save by Mendy. Pulisic getting subbed off now for the new signing, Lorenzo Insigne from Napoli. Lorenzino making his Chelsea debut. Here we go. Let's get Odegaard on it. Yeah, and then whip that in from the side. The top of the box. Oh, great header. But another save from Mendy. Arsenal really pushing in this second half. Jude Bellingham gets it beautifully to Martin Odegaard on his left again. Skying too much power in these shots. Off balance, I think it was due to Thiago Silva. But my goodness, let's try and get some subs going here. We're playing very well in this second half. All right, so we're going to switch it up to 4-3-3 attack. Then I'm going to take out Party and put in Alexander Isak, and he'll play Cam. I know he's a striker, but I want to keep 4 in the back. Chelsea's still pushing, so I don't want to go 3 in the back and really do 2 up top. I want to keep just Aubameyang up there. I was thinking about switching Aubameyang with Isak, and Aubameyang goes Cam, but then it changes their overalls and stuff. Let's see how this new formation does. Lorenzino, Lukaku, great save there from Leno. Could not afford that. Smith Rowe has a bit of a lead, but he's going to cut him off from going to the inside. No, Smith Rowe is there. Smith Rowe, oh, hold on. I thought that was almost going to be a foul. Hold on the line. Come on, what a play. Smith Rowe here, I thought for sure he was getting tackled. Yeah, come on. Where's the call on that? But, like, why doesn't he fall? It should have been that he fell and got the call. Why is he still standing after that happened? Into the middle, on his left, and then goal line technology here. Just stays on the line. Oh, my goodness. What an opportunity. We're pushing hard. Smith Rowe, there we go. There's some good footwork. Smith Rowe's in. Here we go. Finish that big boy. Oh, good. On his left, I should have taken on his right. And Mendy with a weird save with his hip. He's left foot, I know that. Saka, through to Alexander Isak here. The 5-star squeaks. He ties it up to 1. His first goal with Arsenal. His first Premier League goal with the Gunners. And it's late in what, the 88th minute. Slipping over my words, my brain and my mouth are trying to work in unison. The fans in Arsenal are going wild. Great ball from Saka through to Isak, and it's on his left. He has the 5-star weak foot, right-footed, but it doesn't matter. Almost doesn't go. I'm not sure how many didn't get that, but he got the other ones. But regardless, we are tied at 1, and he scores his first as a Gunner in front of all the fans here at the Emirates Stadium. 88th minute, and we are tied at 1. Well done by Tomiyasu. Odegaard, not done yet. Hold on. Aubameyang through to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe to Isak. Isak's alone. Scores! And Arsenal's going to take it in the 94th minute. The hero in the final 6 minutes. 2 goals from the super sub, Alexander Isak. And Arsenal is up 2-1. London is red. What beautiful balls there. Great passes all alone. And this time he finishes on his right. The fans jump with jubilation as their hero coming over in the summer transfer window. Just his second match here in the Premier League. And he has 2 goals in these 2 matches now. Both coming as a substitute in the 88th and 90th plus 4 minutes. 2-1 Arsenal, and that is all. What a finish here for the Gunners. London is red, and they put out a statement here with manager data. Oh my goodness, what a finish to that one. A great second half, really great second half. We were getting dominated in the first, and we come away with the victory. Isaac, 2 attempts, 2 goals, clinical in there. Conte, can't get mad at Conte. Nicest guy. Wow. Wow.
What a good display that was.
Full time. Pulisic was probably their best player. They took him off for Insigne. Insigne didn't do much. There was that terrible slide tackle. And then he got back. He was all alone. Yeah, definitely going to give credit to Chelsea for that first goal. I looked bamboozled. But we came away with it. We even won the possession in the end, 51-49. Expected goals were 6 to 3.5, so we only won 2-1. They definitely had the passes, but we had more pass accuracy. We had 5 corners, looking all 15 to 6 the shots. Don't forget that. So feel free to pause and look at all those stats if you'd like. Let's get to this post-match interview. Let's see what they say here. How are they going to find a way to slander us today? The headlines after today will be all about Isaac's stunning performance and his 2 goals, which sealed your victory. What are your thoughts about your star man? I couldn't have asked for more. Really, we couldn't have asked for more from him, that's for sure. Looked like the game was going to end up your way, and then right at the death, your team came up. It was going to end up your way, and then your team came up with a winner? What? Okay. Sometimes you just got to be patient. How about that? And then, well, Arsenal won in the end, but it was a really tough battle out there. It would have been disappointing to let your big rivals back into it. Did it feel like your team was hanging on a bit? No, we soaked up the pressure. Thank you, slanderous
Thank you, that's all the questions we've got for you.
All right, what's up with Lacazette here? Gaffer, what can I do for you here? He says, Gaffer, I'm really sorry to have this conversation, but my contract's nearly up and I've got to think about what's best for my future. Seems like nothing's happening here, so I'm wondering if I should start looking for another club. If I have to, I will leave. Yes, you should look for another club. Unfortunately, you gotta go. Really sorry to hear you feel that way. There you go. And I am looking to sell you, so it's not really a secret. So with that win, we now sit atop the Premier League standings, tied with Brighton and Manchester United, but we're ahead on goal differential through 2 games. Number 1, not the biggest sample size, but always nice to see ourselves in first place. So we'll start advancing now and seeing what kind of mail comes up, if any. We'll keep working on our training drills as well. All these are A's and B's, so I'll just simulate all of those. Beautiful. I don't know why they train all the reserves so much. I don't want to do it manually every time, but I don't know why they're... Why is Lacazette back in my office? We were going to talk about my contract situation, weren't we? No, we weren't. We never were. You never asked to, and I never said that we were. All you said was, I'm leaving. Now you say you want to talk about the contract? I've heard nothing from you. I'm not happy about that. You just thinking about money? Yeah. Just focus on your football, Bello. If you're playing well, we'll look after, it'll look after itself. This guy, come on. Continuing to simulate here. No news coming here as we get up to this date against Manchester City. Here's some mail for us. Kamara offer accepted. Okay. So 5 years, 48.5 thousand a week. Important first team player. Sad to see Xhaka go, one of our longest serving members here on Arsenal. But I think it just makes more sense for us moving forward. We got to have really good... Not only is he a better player, he's a younger player, higher potential. And when we're playing so much football, we're playing in Europe, we're playing domestic, we're playing the league, we're going to need a lot of good players who are ready to rotate through there. So he's going to be an important player, I believe. Yeah, important squad role. 5 years at £48,500 per week. Boubacar Kamara, welcome to Arsenal. Well done. Happy to have him on board. Xhaka, thank you for all of your service here, but we got to let you go. Joel Idaho or Idaho, I don't want to pronounce like Idaho the state, but from the Netherlands, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. They want loan to buy, so what I'm going to do is delegate and say, no, I want just a 1-year loan. That's it, eh? Yeah, loan, 1 year short. Yeah, that's it. A 1-year loan. We'll see what they say to that. So with that transfer, we now have, let's see if we, let's say Jonathan David would cost us maybe 70,000 per week or something like that. That means we really have something like 21, 22 million in our transfer budget. Not enough for Jonathan David. That's why we would definitely have to sell Lacazette if we're going to go after him. But regardless if we get Jonathan David or not, I just want to sell Lacazette. Advancing one more day now to this game against Manchester City. No more mail coming. Hold on, we got some mail. Captaincy for Man City here. I'm writing. I have concerns that our current captain. I want to promote. What? I want to propose appointing Boubacar Kamara, the 21-year-old rookie, as captain. He commands respect from his teammates both on the pitch and in the dressing room. He has the leadership trait we need in a captain. Okay, thank you, assistant manager. You need to go take a nap. And we have a bunch of players who are going on international leave there. Isaac, I've been playing pretty well lately. I'm feeling really good. I hope that means I won't be on the bench for the game against Man City. No, you will not be. I don't know why can't I tell you yes, you'll be playing? I'll think about it. There you go. So for this upcoming game here against Manchester City, I'm going to try two at the top. The formation we did, the 4-3-3 attack with Isaac as a center attacking mid was not bad at all, but I do want to have him as a striker because that gives him a +5 for overall, playing like an 87. So I believe we'll try it like this. Odegaard's at an 83 +2. Lacazette, I'm just going to, I guess I'll keep him in the lineup as like an emergency backup, but he's definitely not going to be playing, I don't think. And Kamara at an 81. I'll have him in the lineup over Mari here. So he'll be in the substitutes ready to go. Partey and Odegaard, though, when we only need two center mids, an 84 +3 and an 83 +2, I'm happy to have them. Same for Bellingham. I don't mind keeping him on the bench for the moment. So their time will come, no problem. Even Martinelli, I'm going to try to get him some time this game. It all depends on how things are going, but this is how we will start off the starting 11. I did say that Ramsdale was going to get the majority of league starts. So Leno played last game. He was very solid, but we got to get Ramsdale in there eventually. His sharpness is down to 36, so I really want to get him time before it drops too far, and then it's too far gone where there's just such a big gap between the two goalkeepers that we need to keep playing Leno when we really, really want to get like a 60-40 split
we'll take questions
in favor of Ramsdale. So signing Kamara from Olympique Marseille looks like it could turn out to be one of the bargains of the season so far. Yeah, not a bad deal. What are you expecting from the lad? Blah, blah, blah. Will Kamara get a game? He'll play when he's ready. How about that? See when how the lad develops. It was a pretty close run. It was a pretty close run thing in the last game. Are you thinking about making tactical changes? Blah, blah, blah. We're ready for Manchester City. Why, did we play them already in the preseason tournament or something? I don't know. You've been pretty busy in the transfer market. 5 new players. This means you'll be looking to move some players out before the end of the window. What if I want to say yes, I'm looking to sell players? They don't give me enough options here.
Okay, guys.
I'm not going to do all these press conferences too often moving forward. I'll do them to start off the season, but I'm really not going to be doing these too much moving forward. So Man City have a win and a draw in their first 2 games. We have 2 wins. Let's kick it off here against the reigning champions of the Premier League, Man City, Arsenal.
And a warm welcome. This is
beautiful
the scene
look,
here
I have
at
to
the
say.
Etihad Stadium.
Beautiful here at the
I'm Derek
Etihad.
Ray, and keeping me company here on the
I just
commentary
finished watching
gallery is
All or
Stuart
Nothing
Robson.
Manchester City,
And
so I
very
know a
much
lot
looking
about the
forward to
club.
bringing you action
Working
from
on
the
All or
Premier
Nothing
League.
Tottenham now, if
It
you ever
is
watch
Manchester
those.
City
Those are pretty good
versus
series.
Arsenal.
I enjoy
Well,
the
Derek,
behind the
as
scenes
is
stuff.
always
But here we are
the team that
against
dominates
Manchester
midfield
City, the
will be the
reigning
team that
champions
controls
of the
the flow
Premier
of the
League. We
game.
just
And
took
that,
down
for me,
Chelsea
is
in
the
a
area that's key today.
thriller, 2-1 thriller. So looking to keep it up here. Alexander Isak is in the starting 11 here. We're running with the 4-4-2. 2 goals in the previous match. He is definitely a player to watch today. Let's get things started. Alright, nice ball through to Sterling. Great save from Ramsdale. Defense is breaking down a little bit there. Let's tighten up.
That is brilliant.
And over comes the corner.
Whoa, whoa, what was that? Everyone just falls over each other. That header off the bar. Then, who is that? Jesus? No, sorry, it's Gabriel. Our Gabriel. Falling over, trying to clear it, whiffing on it. Then Ramsdale hit. Oh my goodness, that was just a debacle. Own goal there, credited. So De Bruyne does not get credit. It's an own goal on Gabriel. Hold on, sees the run. There it is. Isak, is he through? Not quite. Stop up. Put it right there. That was probably offside. Yeah. Rowe. Oh yeah, he sees him. Great vision there to Saka. Oh my goodness. Sign him up for the Avengers. Saka on his left, just trying to get something going there. What a ball. That'll be the first half most likely, and yeah, there you go. We're down 1-0. We picked it up a little bit in the second half of the first half. The defending has been a lot stronger. Tackles have been taken well. So similar to last game, we're gonna have to heat up here in the second half.
Well, transfer
Down by
speculation is
Partey.
all part of
Odegaard
football,
gets
and
it to
there's been quite a lot
Aubameyang
of
now.
speculation on
Aubameyang,
this
he has
front,
some pace.
but the deal
Let's
has now
go.
been
2
confirmed,
strikers are
Stuart.
up top. Three men on Aubameyang. Room in the middle. There we go. Saka on his left. First shot of the night, and Ederson the square to it. Oh, nice turn. Well defended. Hit away.
What is that?
What kind of clearance is that? What is that? What is that for a clearance? I didn't tap X. I said to hit it out of there. That's what you do when I say to clear the ball. Just give it right to him on a silver platter. Bro. Okay, Smith Rowe, you've been making some runs tonight. You've been getting caught. Let's make a couple changes. Smith Rowe, you're going to come out for Martinelli. Party on a yellow, you're going to come out for Kamara, who's going to make his debut. But he's a -4 because I'm playing him as a CDM and a center mid. Okay, so I guess he can't play tonight. Bellingham will come in because he gets 80 plus 5, so 85. That's what we'll do. There we go. What is that? What are you doing? Seconds after the kickoff! Seconds after the kickoff, the moment that possession is lost, it's just bing bang bong the other way as soon as they get possession. So right here, nice move for sure. Got around the tackle, no problem. But then right to here, where, look at the triangle defenders that are around him. How is he able to turn and take that shot with, I wish I could have like an arrow pointer. The guy in front of him and to his right, just standing there. The guy directly in front of him tries to block it at least, goes through his legs. And then Gabriel just running across does nothing. Getting eaten up here. From a close 1-0 game to now 2 quick goals, and Mahrez makes it 3-0. As this is just disgusting. 5-1 great win, 2-1 great win, and then the champions. If we want to win this year, we gotta be able to beat the champions, and they're eating us up 3-0. Aubameyang has no support, just running through as many players as he can. Can he get something going? No, he misses the net. That's great. Aubameyang, you can come out too. Let's try and get some little showcase for Lacazette since we want to sell him. Maybe he can score a goal and boost his value a little bit. In the middle, who's going to be here for a pass? Gets it to Martinelli. He's left-footed. Back on the left. There we go. Martinelli! Little low shot. Ederson makes the save. At least that's something on net. To Odegaard. Odegaard. Walk in, little crossover. Oh, okay. How about that for a nice shot? Ederson has to jump to that. Always take the corners short. I never take my actual corners because I've scored like 1 header in the last 3 FIFA games. And that's the end of this one. 3-0 for Man City as we just, the wheels fall off fast in this one. Bit of a wake-up call for us for sure. Maybe we don't like the 4-4-2 formation. I don't know. But we'll take this one and we'll try to be better moving forward. Really tough defending, bad passes. It was a weird game, really weird game. Martinelli actually did okay for the short time that he was there. I don't know why he's a 5.5, but horrible ratings from most of the team, in the 5s and the 6s. Passes that just weren't going through, really bad possession metrics. At least it went down to 52-48, but they doubled our passes pretty much. Our shot accuracy was at 50%. I digress. The game is over. Forget these interviews afterwards. Let's just try and move forward from here. All right, so after that one, Isaac wants to talk to us. Let's see what's up with him. Lacazette, transfer offer from Valencia. Thank goodness. Lacazette, I probably could have contributed more against Man City, but thanks for playing me, boss. I don't know. Don't blame yourself. I don't know. What do you want to say? Lacazette, they want to give us 25.8 million. We already turned down. What did we turn down? We tried to get 28.5. Liverpool said no. We tried 27. The Wolves said no. The assistant manager seems to think that we can get 28.7 for him, so I'll negotiate a little bit, but I'm not gonna be pushing for the 28.5 anymore. We just want to get this done as the transfer window is about to close, and we're trying to just squeeze any value out of Lacazette. 25.8. Let's just try 26.750. Everything matters if we're gonna be trying to get Jonathan David. It's gonna cost us quite a bit. They want 25.8. Not much higher. Let's just try 26 then. 26 million, we call it a day, and they understand. All right, let's make it happen. 26 million is the agreed upon transfer fee for Alexandre Lacazette. So we'll see what negotiations come from there, and if they can come to an agreement, and then we'll get the funds added to the budget. Joel Ideho is going to be going on a 1-year loan to Girone FC, so that's great. accept the 1-year loan offer without option to buy. Beautiful. Now him and his agent need to talk to see if they want to go ahead and do it. That'll be one less player in our reserves that we need to think about. So whatever, just simulate through these. All A's. And now we are here on transfer deadline day. We have spent 113 million. We've moved out 16.58. It's been quite the couple of months here at Arsenal. So what I'll do now is start moving through transfer deadline day. We're not going to really... Oh, and it's official. Fantastic. I just saw it there. Lacazette sold to Valencia for 26 million. That adds 21.5 million to our transfer budget. Everton wants to give us 44 million for Smith Rowe, and Leverkusen wants to give us a player and 11.1 for Pepe. But I'm not really interested in moving those players, at least right now. I don't want to change up the team too much. The transfer budget is now about, let's say, 46, 47 million. Still not quite enough for Jonathan David if they want to be asking crazy money. But I will send out one last offer and see what they want. If it's just money, just a straight up money offer, let's see what they would want for Jonathan David. We really could use another striker, so if it's not Jonathan David, I might even look to buy someone else, because the assistant manager says like 35 to 49 million. They're wanting over 50. So worst case, I might have to buy a different striker, because we need, or at least get someone on loan, because we need someone on in case there's an injury. Transfer fee, I'll start you off with 39 million. We'll go from there. They want Pepe and 26.7, but I don't want to give you Pepe, because if Saka gets injured, who's on my right side? I guess I have Martinelli, but then what happens if I have something wrong on the left side, right? I'd prefer not to exchange Pepe right now, and I'll just give you, let's try, I don't know, 42.7 million. They want 44.1. Okay, at least that's down from the 50 or whatever that they would, because Pepe could get us more than just his value. They always, whenever it's a player included in the deal, it's just that's their value, as opposed to what you could actually get for them. So they want 44.1. Can we bring it down to 43.250? 43.250. All right, we have a deal. Let's tidy up the paperwork, and then you're free to approach David to discuss terms. Bye for now. That's an expensive one right there, but Jonathan David could be ours. We're going to have the agent negotiate with him. He's currently making, what's his current wage? 29,000 a week is what he's currently making. 29,000 a week. So I'll offer him 40,000 a week, and we'll go from there. Let's see what the assistant manager can do. It's an expensive one, but I think he's going to be great, because especially soon Aubameyang's going to be moving on, so it's going to be Isaac and David as the future. Loaned out, beautiful. So Idaho got loaned out. I got to answer the Smith Rowe here. So we could get like up to close to 60 million for Smith Rowe, but gonna reject that. And Pepe, we could be getting like 36. See, Pepe's value is 24, but you could really get 36 some million. So that's why you never want to include a player in a deal unless you're trying to really move that player. Like Xhaka could have gotten a million or two more, but because he's older in age, 28, 29, it's not as easy. A player who's younger will have their value always be more than what it actually is. Jonathan David accepts the terms. Important first team player, 48.5 thousand a week for the next 4 years. We got it done late here on transfer deadline day. The Canadian Jonathan David, welcome to Arsenal. Wow, great to finally get that done here in the 4th episode. We've been trying for a while here. Crystal Palace wants Cedric for 4.850. We already sold Chambers as our right back in excess. So we don't need to sell Cedric as well. Cedric. So go ahead and reject that. I think we're done for transfer deadline day here. We spent a lot of money. We made money, but we spent a lot of money as well. So the board is going to say, let's cool the jets a little bit here. We're down to about 3 million. If we put that all into weekly wage budgets to try and get a January transfer, I think that would be enough. But I don't think we want to spend any more money here. Let's just end off the day. Close to 500 million pounds have been spent across the world, around the world here. Swansea want Arthur Akwankwo, and Leipzig wants to give us Klosterman and 10.4 million for Saka. No chance. We could be getting 77.8 for him. So no thank you. And Akwankwo, I would not mind loaning him as well. A 2-year loan to Swansea. A 2-year loan. I don't think that would be a bad idea. 19 years of age, give him a little bit of playing time. We're not going to need him next season, so I'm okay with that. A 2-year loan to Swansea for Akwankwo. A future goaltending prospect for us, but not necessarily needed right now. because we have Ramsdale, and we'll also have a backup, whether it be Leno or someone else in the future. Pepe, Atletico wants to give us 28.6 million for Pepe again. Not opposed to selling Pepe, but don't want to do that right now. The team's in a good place. We'll figure that out in January if need be. 3 hours left here. The world is spending money. 1 hour left now. One last. Aquanco loaned out for 2 years to Swansea. Beautiful. They get that done in the final hour of transfer deadline day. And that is it. That's a wrap at £625 million spent. That's the end. Starting off the month now. Let's see what's up. Transfer window is closed. So the youth squad monthly report, of course, we always get those at the beginning of the month. Some good development for sure from these guys who are 94. Ricci, Holloway, and Orlando, all with mid to low 90 potentials there. Callan's 84 and Rahman 84. Probably not going to make it. Those two 86. I don't know, but we'll keep having them work hard in the youth academy. Monthly scouting report here from Italy. This report is still going to keep going, so let's start rejecting a few players. 75 potential, 64 potential, 89 potential. We can keep scouting him. 66, Angelo Romeo went to the LA Galaxy. Good for him. Max Testa, 73, gonna reject. 76, 76, 78. Well, let's just let the rest keep getting scouted. Our other scout, who is working hard in England, 73 potential, reject. 93, maybe, going to keep scouting him. 65, reject. 87, 94 here. Oscar Gregory, wow, value of 850,000. Welcome to Arsenal, Oscar Gregory. Reggie Park, what? 2 million value? Sign him up, Reggie. Welcome to the team, Reginald. What in tarnation is that? 2 million value at 16 years of age? Let me see this guy. Let me get this guy. Hold on. First, Oscar Gregory. 17 years of age, 60 over. This guy's 16 years old. 64 overall at 16 years of age. What? With 78 to 94 potential. Callan's, Gregory as well, that's great, but 17, but 64, our highest overall player, and he's 16 years old. Reggie Parks, wow, super thrilled to have you in the Arsenal system, buddy. Okay, Balogun, they want to get a short-term loan. Valladolid want to do that, but it's too late. It'll just be a short-term loan whenever the transfer window opens again in January, so I'm probably, no, just reject that because we'll give him a chance to see what he can do during these next few months, and if we do want to loan him out short term or whatever, we can revisit that in January. But wow, how about that for the youth squad? Some great players joining on there. Really good English scouting going on. For the next game, let's try and probably get back to the 4-3-3 holding, but we'll keep going through some training. I'm going to do the training on my own and make sure that real players who need to get trained are getting trained. I don't want Mari and Balogun and Sambi Lokanga to get trained when I need players in my actual starting 11 to get training time. So I'll take care of all the trainings, and we'll keep on simulating to the next game. All right, so the international break is now over. To finish off this episode, we will simulate these last 2 league games. Before next episode, we'll start off with a cup match, followed by a league match against our rivals, our #1 rivals, the Tottenham Hotspurs. So let's just simulate through this one, starting off against Norwich. We're going to run with the 4-3-3 holding, I believe. I just want to get Ramsdale in there. Substitutes will look like this as well, with Isaac, David, Kamara all ready to go. This will be the starting 11 here. Norwich, a bit of a stronger team, I believe, than the next team we're playing, which is Burnley. Well, Burnley, 1 win, 2 losses. Norwich, no wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Both not the strongest teams, but I'll try to mix things up, actually. I'm going to put, like, for example, I'm going to put Kamara in today instead of Partey, and the next game, try to mix up the first and second teams here so everyone gets a little bit of playing time. There we go. Holding can come in as a center back as well. There we go. So here we go against Norwich. They're running a 4-1-4-1. Gonna go ahead and quick sim this one. We'll do the slower sim against Burnley. 1-1. All right, so Aubameyang scores in the 28th minute. A red card in the 34th minute for Norwich, but then we can't get anything else going. Where was their goal even? I don't see their goal anywhere. Where did this magical goal happen? So that's great. 1-1 draw in a game that we should not be dropping. I don't want to slow sim every game because we'll end up just hopping in way too often trying to swing every game in our favor when that's not really what we're trying to do. Burnley, that's who we're playing. I was right. Burnley is the next game. So now we're 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss through 4. Let's get another good week of training in here. All right, so for this match against Burnley, we have a cup match in a couple of days. So let's go Isak up top. I'm going to bring back in Party to play CDM. I'm going to take out Bellingham, and I think we're going to put in Maitland-Niles. As crazy as that might sound, but he can't play even... Can he play center mid? I hate these guys can't play center mid. Okay, Sambi Lokanga is going to come in and play, actually. Get him a little bit of time. White's going to come back in for holding. And for right back, Cedric's going to play over Tomiyasu. Tierney can stay, yeah. And Leno's going to play in this league game. Then Ramsey will play the cup game next time. Let's try going with the starting 11 looking like that. Here against Burnley, we're going to do the slower sim against this one. I don't know what you want to call that. Live sim, maybe? Live sim, slow sim. And hopefully we can come away with the 3 points that are... We're getting a bit desperate for these 3 points here. Can't be dropping them against teams like this when later on we'll be struggling for them against the top teams in the league. Moving the ball around well in the box. Well done. Odegaard finishes to make it 1-0 in the 18th minute. Great passing in the box. We'll take that lead. Oh, all alone. Great save from Leno. Wow, what a chance there for Burnley late in this first half. Corner now to end it off. Nothing coming from that one, and that looks like that'll be all short here in the first half. 1-0 Arsenal. If we can end it here, very well done. Through 45 minutes. Odegaard with that goal in the 18th minute. We'll resume here. We'll get some subs going, maybe closer to the 60th minute or so. And I'll have the ratings on the side going. I totally forgot. Got to keep the ratings on the side so we can see who's performing well, who might be struggling a bit more. That'll give us a good idea of who gets subbed out. Saka in the middle here, playing around with it. Looking for space in the box. Sambi Lokanga having some good possession there. Sambi Lokanga off the post. He's looking to make his mark on the team and trying to find his way into at least the second squad. Saka and Smith Rowe not looking great out there. So I'm going to bring in Martinelli on the left, and we're going to do Pepe on the right. I'd like to try and get some other pieces in there as well, like David or Kamara, one of those two, because Martinelli and Pepe, I definitely want them in. So it's going to be David or Kamara being the other sub coming next sub period, I suppose. Oh my goodness. And it's 1-1 in the 70th minute there. Oh my goodness, 1-1 in the 70th minute. Hopefully the substitutes do something for us. Martinelli and Pepe, I'm looking at you, gentlemen. I don't want to hop in every single time that we're down, but we may have to start thinking about that moving forward. Oh, what a chance there. As Sambi Lokanga, he's been all over the place tonight. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. Off the inside post. Burnley almost taking a 2-1 lead over us there. I don't want to hop in, like I said, like in the 60th minute every game, because then it's going to be way too much playing time, and it takes away a bit from what the series is as a simulation. But I'm going to put Party as center mid, and Sambi Lokanga, who's been looking great, will come out for Kamara. We'll try to finish something off here as we jump in. If it could let me pause, please. And we'll jump in for the final few seconds of the game. Not going to do any big music or anything like that. Just want to simulate here. Hate this lighting as well. Let's just try and get... Okay, here we go. Odegaard to Pepe. Sprint, big boy. Sprint, big boy. Sprint, big boy. Bring it back. On your left. Finish. Pepe. Oh, great save from Pope. Oh, man, at least that was a good chance for us. Better than just coming in and doing nothing.
That would have been it had that
Coming
gone
off for Kamara. Party. I'm going to call in Odegaard here for the short. Odegaard. Walk in. Rip it on your left, Odegaard. Again, that's it. Can't even take a corner. Just got to go ahead and try like that. Oh, another great save from Pope. Two big shots there in these final seconds. Party. Odegaard again. I'm just going with the tried and true method. Odegaard. Hold on. Here's a chance. Let's go! Alexander Isak! The late hero once again. Burnley lying on their backs in defeat. Alexander Isak is the hero. Arsenal will win it 2-1 in stoppage time. Once again, coming up huge.
Never gonna miss that, was he?
Oh my goodness. Thank goodness we went into that one. Alexander Isak is the hero. We really needed those 3 points there. We cannot afford to keep dropping points against the teams in the bottom half. Huge, huge goal. Runs to the camera. I was hoping we'd do some crazier celebration than that. But that is his 3rd goal in 4 Premier League matches. And that should be enough to just call it right there. And there we go. Well done. Well done. Great attack in the final few minutes from Pepe, Odegaard, and of course, from Alexander Isak. What a match. Yeah, Arsenal stuck in a rut. Yep, we just won. And yeah, we're stuck in a rut. Potential management positions internationally, not super interested in that. But we'll go ahead and pause there. Next game will be against Huddersfield, Carabao Cup, round number 3. So great games here. Tough loss against Manchester City. Difficult draw against Norwich, but a big win against Burnley, a big win against Chelsea. And we're going to keep things rolling into next episode, starting with the Carabao Cup match and then the home match against Tottenham. Then we'll be taking on Brighton and moving into other games in the months of October, November, and so forth. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the transfers that we made. Let me know your thoughts on formations, who should be playing, who should not be playing. How can we try and get more time for guys like David and Aubameyang? For sure against Huddersfield here, we'll be running with the second team where, you know, Tavares will get left back time. David will be our primary striker most likely. We'll get some first team time there for Martinelli. We'll throw in Maitland-Niles. Everyone's going to be getting some more time for sure. But in general, who is the first team and who are those first team subs? Who kind of sits in reserves? I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything and everything, including things that I may have missed along the way. If you enjoyed this episode and the drama in it, be sure to leave a like and do consider subscribing if you haven't already, as you'll be made aware of all the uploads on the channel here for the FIFA 22 series, our NHL 22 franchise mode, NHL 7 dynasty mode, and more, as well as more over on the Twitch page, link in the description. If you want to leave your thoughts, make sure that they're down here on YouTube or over in the Discord server. Once again, link in the description for that. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. What an episode of drama and emotions. Let's try and band together and do something special here this season. Even if it's not a championship, just getting Arsenal step by step closer to the domestic and European dominance, taking it one season at a time, and this 2021-22 campaign is going to be a good one. So I'm looking forward to reading all of your thoughts and seeing you again in the next one.